Ma. Hello everybody, welcome back to another movie reviews with Marky Mark. But I have my beautiful, fantastic girlfriend with me today. She decided, she's like, I've got to join you today because she's like, I'm so beautiful, I have to join you. She's got to show the world how gorgeous she is. And literally, I've been telling you, she's gorgeous. Look at her. Look at the camera. Gorgeous. Perfect.
I'm on other YouTube videos.
Yeah, I know. This is a movie review. Some people want to watch movie reviews. This is the first one. It won't be the last one. Okay, so we did Wonder Woman 84, but before we go into that today, thank you guys for watching. We love you. We're thankful for you. If you guys have any suggestions on movies, a movie series, TV shows, please leave us some suggestions down below what you want us to watch. This YouTube channel is for you. This movie review is for my buddy Bryan. This was his suggestion. He said, I want you to watch Wonder Woman 84, and I want you to do a movie review on it. So here you go, pal. This is for you. I think you didn't really like it too much, so we're gonna be on the same page with this, because we didn't like it. Before we get started, please subscribe down below, and again, leave some comments what you guys want us to watch. We love you, thank you. We wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for you. So I'm gonna go first, because I'm more the dweeb of the relationship here. Obviously, I have a Captain America tattoo here. I named one of my children after a Star Wars character, and funny enough, one of my cats is named after a DC character, so I'm a giant dweeb. I love Wonder Woman. I think she is a symbol of like awesome. Like I love women, obviously. I mean, beautiful, fantastic, right? And they're strong. They deliver babies. They're so much more capable than a lot of people make them seem out like they are, right? So I loved Wonder Woman because it was like woman power. She's badass. She could be anyone, and I loved it. It's so good. It was one of my favorite superhero movies for the longest time. I love it. So I'm like, okay, making a second one. Good, well deserved. Let's go. I'm ready for it. Boy, did it fall fudging flat on its face. I mean, I don't even know where to begin. I mean, let's just start with the basics here, okay? First, little merch drop for Happiest Podcast on Earth. We love them. They go follow their YouTube channel. They're the best. They're wonderful. Great group of people. Back on track. So, first off, if you haven't seen the first one, spoiler alert, spoilers, point up, spoiler, yeah. Chris Pine comes back and he's playing Steve Trevor, right? He came out of nowhere. Like, this homie was dead and he comes out of nowhere because she makes a wish to a random rock. Like, it made no damn sense. Like, you go from, we have a rock, you make a wish, Steve Trevor's back. Can we explain the rock? Can we explain what the power is before we even, all we see is Diana holding a rock. She puts it down. Next thing you know, Steve Trevor's back. And we're like, what? Please come again. The beginning sequence was awful. This movie was 2 hours and 30 minutes. You could have made this movie 2 hours and it would have been enjoyable. There was so much crap. Oh, here we go.
There was a lot of unnecessary.
Yes, so much unnecessary. I mean, there was so much stuff in this that you would trim it out. It would be a 2 hour movie. I actually think it probably would have been better, if I'm being honest. They had so much time for this movie with it being a pandemic and everything. It was just sitting there waiting to be released and nothing came of it. It was just dumb. The opening sequence was cheesy. The music was dreadful. And that was one of the things I loved about the first one. The music was just spot on. I thought Diana was kind of lame. She got her ass whooped from beginning to end of this movie. Like, really? Did she not?
Yeah, it makes sense though when you realize that her whole thing is her powers come from truth and the power of the rock is lies. So since she got her wish, she lost all her power.
See, ladies and gentlemen, this is why I plan on marrying her. Because I get so emotional, I don't think of that. I'm up here. You can't even see my hand, how emotional and angry I got. And she's so level, she makes me see that. That makes perfect sense. Thank you. Okay. All right. I mean, did you like it?
I thought it was okay. I didn't like all of the unnecessary parts. It just like drug on in parts. I didn't like Kristen Wiig as the villain. She is not a villain character to me. Like, she's a comedic actress. So her as beginning of her character made sense, but once she started being like evil, it was just awkward to watch because she's not an evil character person.
I would agree.
Like, it was weird.
I will say, I will jump in really quick. I actually thought her character was actually one of the kind of bright spots of the movie. I went in with such low expectations with her because I don't like her as an actress. I don't think she's funny. So when I saw that they casted her, I'm like, they're going to cast a funny girl to play Cheetah? And I don't even like Cheetah. Cheetah's a terrible character to have. She just got claws and she just swipes at you. Like, just dumb. but she was okay to me. She didn't turn me off of the movie. But what else?
I also thought it was very stupid how Cheetah became more and more powerful throughout the movie, even though Diana was getting weaker, and her whole wish was that she would be like exactly like Diana. She wanted to be exactly like Diana, and if she's exactly like Diana, which is what her wish was, then she would also get weaker because of how her powers work. But so that was very stupid to me.
Yeah.
Trying to think of what else I didn't like.
Actually thinking, I'm gonna kind of jump in. The first one, what was so good about it is that the movie flowed from beginning to end. There was a purpose, there was a beginning, there was a middle, there was an end. It all made sense, it all came together. There was a purpose and it flowed. I feel like Patty Jenkins in the first one had a purpose to this movie, and she made it and she brought it to life, and it was awesome. I feel like the second one, she just had cool ideas and she tried to find cool ideas to put into the movie, and it didn't work. There was no flow to this movie. There was no flow. 1 minute they're in Iraq, the next they're in DC, the next they're in like, it doesn't make sense how much I just can't stand it. There was no consistency. There was no consistency in this movie. And I just I can't get behind that. Now, if that's how the first one was, then that's fine. That's how she directs. But I saw how good of a director she was with the first one, and to see how far she lowered herself for this movie, just.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else to add?
I didn't like that they didn't explain how the main villain,
Maxwell Lord.
his powers when he became the stone worked.
It didn't make any
it was
sense.
just okay, if people touch him, they can make a wish, which makes sense because he's the stone now, but they didn't explain that every time someone made a wish, he could decide what he wanted to take from them. So that, you kind of just had to figure that out on your own, which was kind of weird. Also, I have a question. Is Cheetah supposed to look like how they made her
Yes.
look? Okay.
Yes. Cheetah is
thought it
literally
was
a
weird
human
looking, but-
in a cheetah body.
She didn't look like a cheetah, though.
She looked like a
She was
cosplay.
all white.
She looked like a cosplay player. I think I could have dressed up just as good. And hold on, and then we'll be done. I'm sorry, there's so much. We're trying to keep this as a short video as possible. There's so much to nitpick about this movie. She was literally wearing the strongest Amazonian armor possible. That was the whole point of her wearing the stupid getup of the golden suit, right? So she's supposed to be a badass. She was literally defending off men with swords that are Vikings.
And survived, by the way. Spoiler.
And
because
survived.
at the end,
Yes. And survives, right?
thousands of men. In one
Freaking
suit.
cheetah's coming up with her big ass claws, and she's just swiping away, and the suit just breaks. And Wonder Woman's like, "Ugh, we'll take it off." It was just so bad. Like I said, there's no consistency.
And it was sad because the first one was so good.
So good. Hey, the first
So
one was
good.
phenomenal. The the one light spot of this entire movie, this is why it has the score I'm going to give it, which we'll find out in just a second, is Pedro Pascal. This is the way. This is the way, baby. He was great. He was good. I thought he was very enjoyable. Every time he was on screen, it was good. And she knows anytime there's any sort of father-son connection, I cried. I cried in this movie. I was a good cry. It was a normal cry, but I cried. The connection with Maxwell Lord and his son was very touching to me. So it was very good. That was good. Other than that, the movie was a stinker. Absolute turd. Steaming turd of awfulness. Did not like it. So, ladies first, where's your score?
So even though I said all the bad things about it, I don't think it was horrible.
Well,
I could watch it again
I
and
gotta
not be upset.
I gotta get the drum roll ready.
3 stars out of 5.
Okay, she's gonna do the stars. I've been back and forth. I think that's fair. 3 stars with how I know how you grade. I think that's 3 stars for her is
Is low.
I mean, we went over
give-
her exceptional movies for 5 stars on her phone the other day, and some of them I'm like, what? What are you doing? Putting that at 5. But hey, the fact she gave it a 3 means it's a pretty bad movie. All right, and I'm a generous giver. I'm a generous score giver. But I will confidently say I will never watch that again. Unless she's like, hey, let's sit down and watch it because I love her so much, I'll watch it. But if I have free time, I would rather watch my 2 sons take a crap than watch that movie. It was terrible. There's nothing about it that makes me want to come back and watch it again. So the only reason why on my phone, I have a whole list of movies that we've watched with the scores. The only reason why I gave the score on my phone, I'm changing it. I've made up my mind. I gave it a 5.1 on my phone. I'm changing it to a 4.7. It is a 4.7 for me. It's a no-go for me. Because if this was the first one, fine, I might get a higher score. But since I know how good Diana and Steve can be, how good Patty Jenkins can be, how good it can be to see how bad it is, not for me. So it's a no-go for me, no-go for her. We weren't big fans. So thank you guys for watching. Sorry we rambled on. There was a lot to digest in this one.
Let us know what you thought if you watched it.
Leave your scores.
Like it? Do you agree with what we made comments on?
Leave your percentage or leave your stars. What do you guys think? Feedback. Give it to us. Give us the feedback. We want it. We crave it. Again, please leave some suggestions of what you guys want us to watch. We're here for you. We're just kind of eyeballing some movies and like, hey, let's turn this on and do a movie review. I want to do what you guys want us to do. It can be a bad movie, a good movie, whatever it is. Please leave us some suggestions. We love you. We're thankful for you. Stay tuned. We got some fun coffee stuff in the pipe work. We're getting there. We're coming. We're coming. We're getting there. Anything?
Nope.
No? If you guys like what you're watching, please subscribe. We love you. We're gonna go out. Dab it out with me. Dab it out with me, please.
What?
Yeah!
Bye!